I mean, we actually went to for Live Oak North. We're going to add some more another building there, and we went to talk to the county, and he was like, the guy at the county was like, oh yeah, just go for it. Like even in the city of Live Oak, you know, they were just like, oh yeah, you can do whatever you want, just sign this form. So I like working in like little tiny towns like this. This is the facility itself. And let me see. Oh yeah. So let's see if we can look at this. You see how it's kind of dipping down just a little bit, but not a lot. I feel like, but see, look, all this water is just sitting here. But that's just kind of how it is. So let me see what else. Let me see if I can get some better pictures. No, that's all we have. This is the facility. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. All right, yeah. So this is it. So you can see the two buildings, and it's two separate buildings, like it's two different colors. So to me, that's probably like phase 1 and phase 2, right? This might have been like phase 1, and then they added new ones, or maybe this was phase 1, and then they would try to add 2 more buildings, but they couldn't get approval for this, maybe, and they could only add the 1 then, you know. So that's kind of how it looks. All right. So it's 100 units. Let me see if I can so this one here was found driving for storage. And then I funded it by, just like I told y'all, a private lender, 100% funding by a private lender. Okay, so I purchased this property for $300,000. We made an offer, and I'll run the numbers here in just a second, but we made an offer for $300,000, and they accepted it. Like essentially all we did, this is also what I told my acquisitions manager, was like, whenever you're out driving for storage and then you're in front of the facility, you call the facility and ask them if they're interested in selling. You're right in front of the facility. I'm saying, hey, you know, my name is Stacy. I'm right in front of the facility, your facility. I'm very interested in this property. Like I own a couple other ones, and I'm trying to pick up another one. Would you be interested in selling? And a lot of times they'll just say, yeah, we are actually interested. Okay. Oh, great. Awesome. I'm like right here. I mean, do you have time to meet like right now so I can introduce myself? And I'm telling you, this is what happened with Chris, because that's what I taught him, just like I taught my students. And so he was out driving for storage. He called the owner, and they were like, yeah, you know, we do, like, yeah, we'll meet you. And so they came over they came over to the facility, and they all met. And right then and there, Chris filled out the contract and handed them the contract. Okay. And so we always have like, you know, when we're driving for storage, we always have some contracts with us just in case, you know. And so he said, you know, they said we'd take it for 300,000. And so Chris said, can we just put this under contract, and you can just give me some due diligence time so I can take it back to Stacy and look at it and see if it's like, you know, a good deal or not. And so they said, yeah, we can do that. So he like literally filled out the contract and put it under contract, and then emailed me the contract so I could take a look at it and put the folder together and put everything together so I could take a look at it. And that's kind of how it worked. Honestly, they were just like ready to sell. We were like right there at the perfect time. All right. And they also said, you know, we appreciate you actually, like, you know, being there. Let me see if I could try to find some, you know, showing up and being here. But anyways, what I wanted to show you too was like, this is the folder. As you can see, like our folders, I try to keep our folders as organized as possible. Right. So like, you know, I hate going to a Google Drive folder and like there's just a whole bunch of like stuff everywhere that's labeled in like really weird, like you don't know what it is and stuff. So like everybody in everybody that works for me knows that they have to label everything properly for us. Okay. And so that's all here. I just wanted to show y'all that's kind of how we do everything. So closing docs and corporate and walkthroughs and whatever we need is all labeled properly. Okay. And then also let's go over the deal analyzer as well too. And I'm going to pull that up here. Let me see. Let me just pull up the information for the facility actually real fast. And then I'm going to show y'all that. And this is inside, here it is. This is inside storage. Okay. So this is the dashboard. And so we have 67 tenants, we're 75% occupied. And the reason why we're low occupancy on all of our facilities, I've been over this every week since we did this, but because in July is when we raised the rates. Again, we raised the rates, but we actually brought them to current market value, like not just a 5% raise or anything like that. We've had, because like the market was going up so high, right? The market was just going up so fast, like we were raising rates 5%, and it just wasn't keeping up with what the market called for. So then after that, I talked to Pete, I was like, we just need to raise the rents. So we ended up raising the rents like considerably. We went from like $60 to $100 on a 10 by 10 or something, or 60 to 85, so like a 25, 30, $40 increase in rates. And so we had like a lot of people leave. We have, I think, probably around 1,000 tenants, I'm guessing, maybe a little bit more or something. And we had a lot of those leave. We probably had a good like maybe 100 to 200 leave. We had like 20% leave just because we raised the rates. On all the facilities, we probably had about 20% leave just because of our rate raise. So so now we're just building back up, and we're only like they're coming in at the rate they're supposed to be coming in. So that just takes time to do that. So we raised the rates in July. It's been August, September. So it's probably going to take us till the end of the year to get back to where we were, honestly. So, just that's why you see the occupancy like that. Okay. But we'll get back, it just takes a little while to do it, you know. So yeah, so 75% is the occupancy. 20%, I know, so we have 16 that are delinquent, right? So it's the 26th of the month. And then I think they're probably going to be doing, who knows, I don't know what they're going to do, what Pete does, auctions and stuff like this. And then you can see like the how long people stay in this area too, which is this is very important to know, because this is what we call your customer lifetime value, right? So once you start really knowing how long people are staying with you, then you can know, how much you can spend on marketing, right? So that's why this is very, very important. So you can see on average, most people are staying a year to 2 years, right? They're either a couple of months in and out, or they're a year to 2 years, right? So you come up, once you look at all these numbers, you can come up with your lifetime value, your customer lifetime value. All right. And we just started doing Google ads, and we're on Sparefoot. I don't know if we're on Sparefoot for this one. Let's check and see. So Sparefoot is a website where you can list your property. I'm not sure if we're on this or not, but we're slowly getting on Sparefoot. There's Freedom Storage. So no, we're not on Sparefoot yet. So Pete hasn't put us on Sparefoot yet. But so Sparefoot is like, the reason probably why he's not on Sparefoot is because it is kind of expensive. It's like actually not kind of expensive, it is expensive, right? You'll have to pay like 2 to 3 times what your rent is in order to get a tenant in the door. And so we really do a lot of like Google. Instead, we'll do like Google ads, and in a Google ad, you'll just be like 10 or 15 or maybe $20 to get like a tenant in. Well, once you get it going and get it started. Right. So so we really do that more often, but every once in a while, if we need to lease stuff up, we use like Sparefoot, because Sparefoot is very good at just like marketing for you. They do all the marketing for you, but then you have to pay for that, right? So we could do it ourselves, or we can get we get them to do it.